Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abu Raihan. My ID is 241355229. Our presentation topic name is Observer Pattern Key Concept and Application. Uh, here is our ultimate next agenda and Observer Pattern Overview. Uh, introduction of Introduction to Design Pattern. A design pattern are reusable solution to common problems that occur in software design. They are not complete code, but templates or guidelines that enable program. Design pattern were popularized by the book Design Pattern Elements of Reusable Object-Oriented Software, and they are widely used in modern software development. Type of design pattern: creational pattern deal with object creation. Example: singleton and factory. Structure pattern deal with object structure. Example: adapter and decoder. A behavior pattern deal with object interaction. Example: observer and strategy. Now next, what is the observer pattern? The observer pattern is a design pattern where one object automatically notify other object whenever its state changes. Simple example. Now we think of it like a YouTube channel. Subscriber. Then a subscriber is a observer, and object is YouTube channel. When a new video is uploaded, all subscribers get notified. You do not need to click manually update to come you. Key ideas: one object keep a list of observer. When something changes, it sends update to all observer. Real life example: Facebook notification, email notification, and weather app update. Now I would like to explain my next teammate, Ratan.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Ratan. My ID last 3 digit 440. Next slide. Now I am going to talk about the observer design pattern, including its history and key components. At first, in early programming, developers used simple or ad hoc methods to notify changes in a system. This was the beginning of event-driven concepts. Then in 1994, the Gang of Four formally introduced the observer pattern in the design patterns book. After that, it became popular in object-oriented programming during the 2000s. Today, it is widely used in modern systems like event-driven application, reactive UIS, and publish-subscribes models. Next slide. Now let's talk about key components of the design observer pattern. First is the subject. The subject keeps the main data or state. It also maintains a list of observer and notifies them whenever there is a change. And second, observer interface. This defines a common update method so all observers follow the same structure. And third, concert observer. These are the actual object that implements the observer interface. They receive updates and react to the changes. Finally, we have the notification mechanism. This is the process through which the subject sends updates to all registered observers. Now, I would like to my next partner, Shaun, continue the presentation. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. My name is MD Shohan Ali. My ID is 2413517. Now I will explain. I will explain the slide. In this slide, I will explain some common uses of the observer pattern in software. Firstly, in GUI event handling. Firstly, in GUI event handling. GUI event handling means graphical user interface. When we click a button or move a slider, the system automatically detects that action and responds. This makes the user interface more interactive and easy to use. Secondly, MVC synchronization. MVC means model view controller. When the data changes, the display updates automatically. So everything stays consistent without needing mutual updates. Third, the real-time data feeds. For example, live stocks price or live scores. When new data comes, the dashboard updates automatically without refreshing. Finally, messaging and distributed system. Different services listen for events, and when something happens, they react on their own. This makes the systems more flexible and scalable. The next slide. Next slide. Please show the next slide. The next slide, we can see benefits. Benefits 30%. In this slide, we can see the observer pattern reduce coupling by about 30%. This means different parts of the system are less dependent on each other. Because of this, the system becomes easier to manage, update, and maintain. So, the simple words, the observer pattern helps us build software that is clean, flexible, and easy to maintain. Thank you, sir. Now I will request to coming my next team member, Shaun.
Assalamu alaikum. Myself MD Mustafa. My ID is 241359194. Now I will briefly discuss the challenges of the observer pattern. First, complexity. Complexity increases as more observers are added. Second, memory leaks. Memory leaks can happen if observers are not properly removed. Third, performance issues. Performance issues occur due to many notifications. And finally, synchronizations problems may arise in multi-threaded system. Now, next slide. Now the comparison. Observer uses direct references, so it is more tightly coupled. Publisher subscribers uses a message broker, making it more flexible. Observer is usually synchronous, while PubSub is asynchronous. Finally, Observer is good for small UI updates, and PubSub is better for large distributed system. Thank you, sir. Now my next member, Al Shahriya, will discuss more. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Assalamu alaikum sir. My name is Al Shahriya. My ID 2413537. Now I am explain the slide. Particle example is in code. Simple observe implementation in steps. What it does. Observe subscribe to a subject a great notification when it's stays conclusion example interface observes update stays boot code and next slide conclusion im, im, embed, embedding the observe pattern loss complaining is the design particular limit at the recording determining between complement in a system. Its all of changes is between to be a modular and the complaint without a significant particular others. Here are some key expense. Key components interface observation, event device agriculture, SOA, service or on earth agriculture, particle uses, microservice agriculture, grazing systems, and modular programming, mindful trans-offs, performance overhands, explain and um, explain the managing multiple interface and interactions and computation, the system design pattern. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.